for a Poisson variate x, px is equal to 1 is equal to px is equal to 2, what is the mean of x? Now here p1 is equal to p2 is given. Let's equate the formula also. P1 as per Poisson distribution is e raised to minus m, then m raised to x, and x is 1 here, divided by 1 factorial is equal to e raised to minus m raised to 2 divided by 2 factorial. Now e raised to minus m would cut. Here in this case m raised to 1 and m raised to 2 would actually cut, so we have only m here. So now we have m divided by 2 is equal to 1. See, 2 factorial is 2 and 1 factorial is 1, so we can write like this, and that's why we can also say that m is equal to 2. Now we have been asked to find out the mean of x, and the mean of x is nothing but m, so here in this case our answer is C. If 1% of an airline's flight suffer a minor equipment failure in an aircraft, what is the probability that there will be exactly 2 such failures in next 100 flights? So n is equal to 100 here, and the probability of the airline failure is 1%, so p is equal to 0.01. So we can say here m, the average is 100 into 0.01 is equal to 1. Now we want exactly 2 such failures. 2 failures. Let's apply the formula. P2 is equal to e raised to minus 1, because the value of m is 1 here, into 1 raised to x, x is 2, p2 we have to find out, divided by 2 factorial. So let's solve it by using calculator actually. E raised to minus 1 is 2.7183, divide equal to or reciprocal, and into 1 and divide it by 2. So it is 0.1839. So we can say our answer is 0.184. If we round figure it up to 3 digit, so our answer is B here. If for a Poisson variable x, f2 is equal to 3 into f4, what is the variance of x? So here p2 is equal to 3 into p4. Now it doesn't make any difference if I write f or if I write p. I just want to show the probability, and that's why I'm using the letter p here. Let's apply the formula here. So it is e raised to minus m raised to 2 divided by 2 factorial is equal to 3 into e raised to minus m raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial. E raised to minus m would cut, m raised to 2, and here we can just deduct 2 here, so now we have only m raised to 2 factorial, here it is 4 factorial, so 4 factorial it is nothing but 4, let me write down here actually, 1 divided by 2 is equal to 3m raised to 2 divided by 4 into 3 into 2 factorial. So now this 2 and this 2 factorial would cut, and this 3 and 3 would also cut. So now we have m square is equal to 4. Now take square root on both the sides, so we'll get m is equal to 2. Actually we require to find out the variance of x. For in Poisson distribution, the variance is actually nothing but m only. So our answer here is 2. So the answer is A. What is the coefficient of variation of x characterized by the following probability density function? And this is the probability density function is given to us. Okay, now coefficient of variation, shortly we call it CV, is equal to sigma upon x bar into 100. Now we need to find out sigma and x bar here. This x bar can also be written as mu. You know that we can write S is equal to sigma and x bar is equal to mu here. Let's compare this given density function to the standard density function for the normal distribution. The standard density function for the normal distribution is f of x is equal to 1 divided by sigma under root 2 pi into e raised to minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu upon sigma whole square. Okay, now let's compare both the density functions here. Then see, here we have 1, here we have also 1, here we have 4, and in place of 4 actually we can see sigma here. So we can just say that our sigma is equal to 4. So our first observation says that sigma is equal to 4. Now e raised to minus x minus 10 raised to square is given, and it has been divided by 32 actually. Okay, so now here in our case, if I convert this x minus mu square and if I just take a square of the sigma also, then my sigma square into 2 will become 32. See, here the equation have been divided by 32, and here if we convert this equation into this kind of notation, then we can definitely write that 2 into sigma square is equal to 32. Then also we can check that sigma square is equal to 16. So this is another proof that sigma is equal to 4. So we have checked it in a two-way. Now we are pretty much sure that the sigma is 4 only. Let's think about the mu now. So here x minus mu is written, and here in this case x minus 10 is written. So we can definitely say the mu is nothing but 10. Okay, now let's fill the figures into the formula of CV and we can get our answer. The sigma is 4, the mu or x bar is 10 into 100. So the answer of CV is 40%. What is the first quartile of x having the following probability density function? So this is the probability density function given. Let's compare it with the standard probability density function of a normal distribution. So the probability density function for a normal distribution is f of x is equal to 1 divided by sigma under root 2 pi into e raised to 1 by 2 into x minus mu upon sigma whole square. Okay, now let's compare it. So here we have under root 72 pi in the denominator, and here we have sigma under root 2 pi in the denominator. Let's equate both the denominator. So under root 72 pi is equal to sigma under root 2 pi. Let's take square on both the sides. So we can say sigma square, or I should say 2 sigma square pi is equal to 72 pi. Now on both the sides the pi would cut, and we have sigma square is equal to 36. So we can say that sigma is equal to 6. So we have our first answer, sigma is equal to 6. Now let's compare x minus 10 square with here x minus mu square. We can just say by observation only that the mu is equal to 10. Okay. Now actually our interest is in finding out the first quartile of x. First quartile of x. What is the formula of first quartile as per normal distribution? First quartile Q1 is actually mu minus 0.675 into sigma. Okay, just put all the figures here. Mu is equal to 10 minus 0.675 into sigma is equal to 6. Let's just solve it by calculator only. 0.675, actually it is 0.675 into 6 and just deduct 10 from it. We'll get our answer and we have to change the sign. It is minus 5.95, but actually it is positive, so we'll make it positive. So it is 5.95. So our answer is 5.95. Option C is our answer. If the two quartiles of normal distribution having parameter mu and sigma square are 14.6 and 25.4 respectively, what is the standard deviation of the distribution? Quartile 1 is equal to mu minus 0.675 into sigma, and quartile 3 is equal to mu plus 0.675 into sigma. Let's put all the given figures here. In this case, the quartile 1 is 14.6 and the quartile 3 is 25.4. So 14.6 is equal to mu minus 0.675 into sigma, and 25.4 is equal to mu plus 0.675 into sigma. Let's just add both the equation, then this 0.675 sigma, 0.61 sigma would actually cut, and we have 2 mu is equal to 14.6 plus 25.4 is equal to 40 actually. So now we can say mu is equal to 20. Just feel mu is equal to 20 in any of one equation. Let me put it in first equation. Then 14.6 is equal to 20 minus 0.675 into sigma. Let me take this 0.675 sigma on the left side of the equation and this 14.6 on the right side of the equation. So we have 0.675 sigma is equal to 20 minus 14.6. Now 20 minus 14.6 is actually 5.4, and we divide it by 0.675. So let's solve it by using calculator. 5.4 divided by 0.675 is equal to 8. Okay, then our answer is 8. So our answer in option is D here. If the mean deviation of a normal variable is 16, what is its quartile deviation? Now the formula for normal distribution to find out the mean deviation is 0.80 into sigma. This is mean deviation in normal distribution, and 0.675 into sigma is the quartile deviation in normal distribution. Now mean deviation of the normal distribution is given 16 to us, so we can say 16 is equal to 0.80 into sigma. So we can find out sigma is equal to 16 divided by 0.8 is equal to 20. And now find out the quartile deviation, which is 0.675 into sigma. So it is 0.675 into 20. So we can say our quartile deviation is 0.675 into 20 is equal to 13.5. So our answer is 13.50. So in option our answer is B. If the points of inflection of a normal curve are 40 and 60 respectively, then its mean deviation is. The point of inflection for normal distribution is mu plus sigma and mu minus sigma. Okay, now 40 will be the lower point of inflection because it is mu minus sigma, and 60 will definitely be the upper point of inflection. Okay, so let us put it, mu plus sigma is 60 here and mu minus sigma is 40 here. Let's add both the equation. This sigma minus and sigma plus would cut. So now we have 2 mu is equal to 100. So mu is equal to 50 actually. Okay. Now we have to find out the mean deviation. The formula to find out the mean deviation, we have already written it here. The formula to find out the mean deviation is nothing but 0.8 into sigma. So let's put it. Mean deviation is equal to 0.80 into sigma. But we don't have sigma here. Let's fill this 50 into any of the equation to get the sigma. So it is 50 plus sigma is equal to 60. So we can say sigma is equal to 10. Let's put it here. 0.80 into sigma is 10. So the mean deviation will be 8. Now somehow in our question 8 is not mentioned in the option. There is some printing mistake here, but we can say the answer is 8. So let me give you another option E here, which is 8, and we can say in this case E is our answer. If the quartile deviation of a normal curve is 4.05, then its mean deviation is. Now the formula of quartile deviation is 0.675 into sigma, which is given 4.05 to us. Then we can definitely find out the sigma here. It is 4.05 divided by 0.675 is equal to 6. So sigma is 6 here, and the formula of mean deviation is 0.80 into sigma. So in this case mean deviation is equal to 0.80 into sigma is 6. So we can say it is 4.80. So our answer is D. If the first quartile and the mean deviation about median of a normal distribution are 13.25 and 8 respectively, then the mode of the distribution is. Now the first quartile Q1 is equal to mu minus 0.675 into sigma. So we can say here 13.25 is equal to mu minus 0.675 into sigma. And mean deviation about median is given to us. Mean deviation about median. Now one thing is very interesting and very simple also, that in normal distribution mu is equal to m is equal to z. Actually the graph of the normal distribution is a bell-shaped curve. Let me draw it for you here, a rough bell-shaped curve. So we can say here mu, m and z, all the three would lie at center only because it is symmetric. We can say the graph of a normal distribution is symmetric, having zero skewness. Okay, so here in this case mu, m and z, all the three are same. So mean deviation about median is actually nothing but mean deviation about mean only, and the formula will be same as we have used here. 0.80 sigma is equal to mean deviation. Let me use it again. So 0.80 into sigma is equal to mean deviation, which is given 8 to us. So we can definitely say sigma is equal to 10 in this case. So now if we want to find out the mode here, then we can find out mean also, because mean and mode both are same. Just feel this sigma is equal to 10 into this equation. So it is 13.25 is equal to mu minus 0.675 into 10. So mu is nothing but 13.25 plus 6.75, which is equal to 20. So our answer is 20 here. In option, the answer is A. If the area of standard normal curve between z is equal to 0 to z is equal to 1 is 0.3413, then the value of biometrica 1 is. Now first you should know that this sign is a technical sign called biometrica. See, actually we are not actually concerned with the name biometrica. Let's try to use it. Let's understand the meaning of it. Let me make a bell-shaped curve for you. This is a normal curve, a rough normal curve. Okay, here in between the value of z is 0, and suppose here the value of z is equal to 1. Now we know that this area is equal to 0.3413. Okay, now to find out the biometrica 1, we actually have to find out the area from the minus infinity. So what we need to do is we need to add this much area into our answer. You know this green area is 0.5. So we can say the biometrica 1 is actually the area from minus infinity to z is equal to 1, which is 0.50 plus 0.3413 and E is equal to 0.8413. So in this case our answer is B, 0.8413. If x and y are two independent normal variables with mean as 10 and 12 and standard deviation as 3 and 4, then x plus y is normally distributed with. Okay, we just have to find out the combined mean, so we can just add x bar plus y bar to find out the combined mean. So 10 plus 12 is equal to 22, and the formula to find out the combined standard deviation, say SC, is equal to under root S1 square plus S2 square. So here in our case S1 and S2 is given as 3 square and plus 4 square. So now we have 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16. So we have under root 25. So our answer here is 5. So our answer in option is C, mean is equal to 22 and standard deviation is equal to 5.